If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
George Clooney was a Batman.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer was a Batman. Yeah. Michael Keaton was a Batman.
And we had Frost and Poison Ivy trying to save the world against climate change.
Arnold
freeze everything and
was that actually what they were doing in that movie? Holy shit. That would be hilarious. That would become like must-watch TV in like classrooms. We'd be like, all right, guys. Sit down and watch Batman. I know it's a superhero thing, but there's also important theories about climate change.
Yes, and watch
here.
as Batman stops Poison Ivy and Frost against climate change. Does climate change exist?
Oh my god. Because Mr. Freeze is like, I'm going to blanket this world.
Mr. Freeze, not Frost. I don't know why I thought Frost, but Mr.
Oh, have you been calling him Frost this whole time?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy, yes, yeah.
Welcome to the Rom-Com Rewind podcast.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Devin.
And like you, I love rewatching movies over and over again.
You made it here. You're listening to us. You probably love romantic comedies. We do as well.
So this is a show where we rewatch rom-coms, break them down a bit for you, maybe take a peek behind the curtain, dig beneath the surface, and decide, does it still hold up?
This week we have
Jersey Girl.
And if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, leave a review. They are so helpful to us, and they let more people know about us. So that would be amazing. If you could do that today, we would be so grateful. As well, if you hear anything on this podcast that you want to disagree with, you want to reach out about, you want to talk about, at Romcom Rewind on Instagram, TikTok, or you can email us, romcomrewind@gmail.com. We got a message from Melissa. Okay, there is a lot in this message. She says, hello, RCR, which, remember many episodes ago, we were trying to figure out what to call our listeners, and we're like, the rom-commies feels weird. We just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of our podcast just being the RCR.
I know, I like that too, RCR.
Melissa says, love your podcast. I think you're both too cute and hilarious. Thank you so much. I finally decided to suggest one of my fave rom-coms, Fools Rush In. 97 movie, Selma Hayek, Matthew Perry. I'd be down for that.
I've never seen it. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Oh, I saw it a while ago.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, it's on our watch list.
Matthew Perry did a few rom-coms that we should check out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melissa says, also to answer a question from an episode about Cruel Intentions, I think it can be spun as a dark romance comedy. Okay, I'm a little upset. We never do movies that Devin is really, really, like 500 Days of Summer, we still haven't done. Somehow.
Yeah, I've asked you if you wanted to do it, and you keep saying no. So, I mean, this is on you.
We should do it. Cruel Intentions as well is one of my favorites. I think we should do that.
Yeah, a few people have mentioned it, that they think that Cruel Intentions would be considered, more of a rom-com, or could be considered a rom-com.
It's like a dark
romance. Yeah, I like the way Melissa coined it as like a dark rom-com.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, she also says, I also have to add Steve Carell.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That means is better than Kevin Bacon. You're welcome. Because I knew you were going to ask that.
In elementary school math, Devin never really figured out
Me neither.
The sideways triangles, they mean.
Do you want to know?
Because there's one big alligator, it's the small alligator.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Yeah, I looked it up.
You always eat the bigger alligator?
Yeah. Like... So basically,
is this general math knowledge? Like people listening...
Yes, people know this. We don't.
But they understand the alligator analogy.
I think so.
I'm talking about the sideways triangle thing.
Yes, we all know exactly what you're talking about. When I read Melissa's message, I actually had to Google it.
So is she saying Kevin Bacon's better than Steve?
No. Steve
sure?
Carell is better than Kevin Bacon.
I think the big
No. You are incorrect.
Elementary school math strikes again. Today we're doing Jersey Girl, which is a 2004 romedy, is what I would call it. I would call it a rom-com drama. directed by Kevin Smith, which is a very fascinating director for this. Jersey Girl is the story of Ollie Trinky, played by Ben Affleck. Ollie is a high-profile New York City media publicist. When we meet Ollie, his wife Gertrude, played by Jennifer Lopez, is pregnant with their first child. Calamity, unfortunately, strikes when Gertrude has an aneurysm in childbirth and passes away. Spoiler alert, it literally happens in the first, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Leaving this hotshot media publicist Ollie to pick up the pieces and begin raising this newborn daughter, basically with no knowledge of how to do that. All does not go to plan, suffice to say. We also have George Carlin playing Ollie's father, Bart, and a future love interest, just throwing it out there, Liv Tyler playing the part of Maya Harding. That's our lead-in for Jersey Girl. What are your thoughts?
Oliver Trinky was on his way to the top till everything changed.
Daddy really misses your mommy, kid. I miss her too, especially right now. Oh, shit. You're on your own with the kid today.
What am I supposed to do with them?
Try acting like a father.
Hey, you're doing that wrong.
You know what? I've never seen this one. To be honest, I think before we did it, I hadn't even heard of it.
What?
I know.
Oh my God.
Crazy. It surprised me though. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Ben Affleck is not my favorite actor. Love J-Lo though. And it was interesting to see them together on screen for the short little bit that they were, just because they recently got married. They eloped.
So can we talk about that? So Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez just got married as of the recording of this.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh my God, we need to do a movie with them. And we're like, do we punish our audience by doing Gigli?
Oh, God.
Or do we do Jersey Girl, where J-Lo is only in the first 5 minutes, but it's a much more satisfying watch?
And so guess which one we chose?
we chose Jersey Girl. If you actually want, I would find Gigli to be so fascinating because it was annihilated when it came out. Everybody hated it.
It was so bad that I actually never have seen it. I haven't seen it.
It was so
watched
bad
it.
that on doing research for this movie, Kevin Smith changed things about this movie because of how much people hated Gigli.
So he did. He pushed it out a little bit. I mean, there was also reasons why he did that too, but one of them was that he didn't want people to think that it was like Gigli because both Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were in it. Anyway, it's in my quick facts. But,
okay, you're going to talk more about
I'll talk about more about it.
I heard that there's a full scene that he's like, nope, get it out of here.
So yes, she was in the movie more, and she actually passed away. I read this anyway. I don't know if this is true or not, but that she actually passed away near the 45-minute mark instead.
Oh my God. How much of the movie did he cut out?
And then there was another scene that she was in. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that he actually just completely removed. And he purposefully, I'm just going to say it now.
Yeah. Well,
he purposefully advertised the movie, like when they were promoting the movie, made it so that like people knew she was going to die.
That's hilarious.
Yes, and early on in the movie that she was not like the true, like the love interest or like that, like.
Don't worry, guys. She dies.
Pretty
it's
much.
Fine. This
Pretty
is not
much.
Gigli. She dies.
Just so that he could sell it properly to everyone else because Gigli did so bad.
And those two human beings are now married. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, totally. It's like Gigli real life. But yeah, like you know what? I was pleasantly surprised with this. I think the casting was really, really well done, and I'm not a huge Ben Affleck fan. I actually enjoyed him in this movie. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good, easy watch. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are the exact same. I mean, I read the Rotten Tomatoes score, and I read some critic reviews before I watched it. And the critics were not kind to this movie either.
Oh, really?
The box office also was not kind to this movie.
Oh.
So going in, I thought, this is like half a step up from Gigli. No, it's actually, I agree with
nice.
you, Sarah. It was a surprisingly pleasant watch. I think like Kevin Smith is much more of like a like an off-pace comedy director. If you've ever seen any of the Clerks movies,
yep.
It just his comedy is a style of its own. And I felt that this movie went through a lot of the classic beats that a lot of other movies do, but they addressed some things in a different way that I think it felt more fresh than it was, especially watching it back now. I'm like, why do people hate this movie? This isn't, it's not blowing the doors off, but like, this is not a bad movie.
I think it might have been on the curtails of Gigli. Like, as much as he didn't want it to be, as much as moving the time period and moving it, the opening of it, it is what it is.
I will say one quick complaint, and we'll get to it later. The storyline with Maya, I don't think made total sense.
I don't know if I was sold on it.
Yeah, okay.
We
can talk about it more, but I think we're on the same page.
I mean, I think they had to have a love interest in the mix just to say, like, okay, he's moving on, he's being a better person, his arc, his character arc, like, there's some development and growth there and blah, blah,
and just
blah.
to convince people to go see, like, everybody loves a good love story, so, like, yeah, it's mostly about a kid and his father, but there's a love element, too.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler's in this, I promise.
Yeah.
J-Lo dies, don't worry. Liv Tyler's in it later.
Yeah. Like, there's somebody else other than J-Lo in it.
Yeah.
So the movie starts out with a little girl giving an essay on her family, and she talks about their love story. Ollie was from Jersey, and Gertrude was from New York. That she survived going to meet Ollie's dad, and that she was the keeper. She was a keeper. So Ollie proposes to her via a message on a wall painting, which I have to say, like, is a very cute way to propose. I like it.
It was sweet.
I thought that was cute. They get pregnant, and Gertrude goes into labor, and during childbirth, she has a brain aneurysm and passes away, which is awful and extremely tragic.
Yeah.
And Ollie doesn't cope well afterwards. And, he's more concerned with work than being a dad, and is having his own dad, so Ollie's own dad, take care of the baby instead of him taking care of the baby, instead of Ollie taking care of the baby. And just for you guys, if you guys haven't seen the movie, Ollie ends up naming the baby Gertrude Gertie in memory of Gertrude Gertie. So Ollie's dad has taken all this time off work to help Ollie with Gertie, and realizes that Ollie's really not taking onto the role of fatherhood that well. And
at all.
No, at all.
He's just not doing it.
No, he definitely is not. And Ollie's dad decides, you know what, I'm going back to work. And Ollie one morning wakes up, getting ready to go to his work, and realizes that his dad...
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Is not there to take care of Gertie, and that he is literally not in the house. Like, he has left the house to go back to work.
Ollie Trinky has to legitimately parent this child.
Oh, no.
And this day is an important day in Ollie Trinky's life.
Oh, yes, because he is doing publicity work for Will Smith.
Yeah, he goes to see his father, Bart, who is now sweeping streets as per his actual job.
Yeah.
And he tells Ollie, like, just bring the kid to work then, I guess. So yeah, like you said, Ollie is doing this big press conference for Will Smith, who at this time in the movie, he is just the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, who is also a very talented musician. He is not the Will Smith we know and love today. And that's key. That's important. So Ollie goes to work with baby Gertie. He's trying to get his team to help him out. They got to change a diaper. Jason Biggs is there from American Pie, which I find hilarious.
He's like his assistant.
He's like Ollie's assistant. I didn't even bother to figure out his name. He's just Jason Biggs.
Arthur.
Oh, is it Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay. We get to the point where the press conference is supposed to be happening, but everything's going wrong. There's a band, I think it's like Guns N' Roses or something. Some band has not shown up. Will Smith is not here yet. The whole thing is about Will Smith donating something to another thing. Ollie has Gertie up there on the stage. He's trying to appease all the press, and he kind of flies off the handle.
Fresh Prince! Would you people just shut the hell up with the Fresh Prince already? It's a two-bit TV actor. Won't be around any longer than it takes for the ink to dry on the pages of the worthless rags you jerk-offs write for.
It was amazing. Basically fired on the spot. I want to talk a little bit about that, though, because Ollie in that speech does make the comment like, Will Smith, he's never going to become the blockbuster star.
Yeah.
Which is a really funny premise because obviously we know, and in the movie they knew that Will Smith would become or did become a pretty big star. So I want to do the list, the ultimate list.
Ooh.
Starting today.
Okay.
It's 2022.
Today. Okay.
The musicians who might end up on the same career trajectory as Will Smith.
So who might? Okay.
Yeah, they started as musicians and they're going to end up being Hollywood
stars. Started from
stars.
the bottom and they're here, you know.
Oh, is that a comment that Drake might do it?
No.
I guess he started out as an actor on Degrassi.
Yes,
though.
yeah. He actually did the opposite.
Yeah, he did the reverse Will Smith.
Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Can I throw some names at you? How about that?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish. Do we think she would do it?
No. And you know what? I don't want to say it and then she does, but I don't think so. I think she's very musically inclined, and I think she'll probably stick with that. I don't know. I can't see her doing anything. Can you see her? And maybe a TV show, but not a movie.
To be fair, all of these people are pretty musically inclined.
Well,
that is the point of
But what I
list.
mean is that I can't see her getting into film.
Okay.
I can't. Can you?
Yes, that's why I had her on my list.
Why?
I just think she's that mega star that if she went up to 50% of directors, they'd be like, yeah, Billie Eilish, I could find a spot for her
No,
in a thing, you know?
I don't like it. I don't love it.
I've got Camila Cabello on the list.
I could see Camila Cabello.
Okay,
yeah.
I think so too.
I could.
I've got Shawn Mendes.
100%. I could see Shawn Mendes.
Really?
I don't know why.
I don't think he's got the acting chops.
Know why I can, but I can. And maybe it's a very unpopular opinion. Like, who knows?
He's too pure, Sarah.
Oh.
You watch interviews and you're like, wow,
He's
what a
too
swell guy.
pure.
I don't know if he could do it. I'm going to throw two more at you. Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, God.
He did a thing already.
Machine Gun Kelly. You know what? No, and I shouldn't say, oh, Machine Gun Kelly. Like, he's good as a musician.
No, Sarah, that was a genuine...
But...
You can tell us how you feel about Machine Gun Kelly.
But you know what? Like, I can't see... What is he going to be in? Like, I'm sorry, Megan Fox was in Transformers, and, like, that dwindled, and, like, literally the fire just let out. And has she done anything since? No.
She's done a few things here and there. She was in New Girl.
Yeah, a few things here and there,
Yeah.
but really nothing that
Sarah,
stuck
they drink
like
each other's
Transformers.
blood.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I'm well aware of
you might as well call their careers one and the same because they are
I
like...
agree. I feel like they're like one and the same at this point in time. Yeah, no, I can't see Machine Gun Kelly. Can you? Okay, what was he in?
He was in a thing with Pete Davidson.
Okay, well, there you go.
I think he was either a drug dealer or a tattoo artist. I'm not even kidding.
Well, I mean, I could see that. So.
I can see both those things. That's why I don't know which one it was.
He's definitely not a lead in a movie. He's not Will Smith in iRobot.
I'll give you that. Okay, now how about these?
Okay.
These are the category of you've done some stuff, but would you actually make the leap? Because between Nick Jonas,
yeah,
Demi Lovato,
okay,
Selena Gomez,
yeah,
and Harry Styles,
yeah,
I don't think any of them have made the leap into superstardom, but they've all shown their acting chops in one way or another.
Right. Like a lot of those were kid actors. I mean, you got to give
Selena
Disney,
Gomez, Demi Lovato.
Yeah, and Nick Jonas.
Oh, Nick Jonas, too, yeah.
Camp Rock, I guess.
That's
is
right,
what they did.
Camp Rock.
I mean, Disney definitely launched their careers in terms of that, and then they've all been... Like,
Well,
all those Disney kids are triple threats, right? Like, they can dance, they can sing, and they can act. That's the whole point. So, I mean, yeah, of course, I could see any of them. I think
But
Harry
none of
Styles
them-
can do it, but I love Harry
But
Styles.
none of the Disney kids are like legit, wow, you're a superstar.
No.
They're
agreed.
like, wow, you did some acting and now you just decided to become a musician. And,
Yes.
and if you're Selena Gomez, you're like, yeah, I do a thing every now and then.
Yeah.
Like she appears in something and you're like, oh, this is Selena Gomez.
Yeah, because she has something that came out recently.
Yeah,
With
it's on
Steve
Netflix.
Martin, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a murder mystery in an apartment.
Yeah, it is.
I hated the trailer, so I didn't learn anything else about it.
I have not watched the trailer yet, but I just keep seeing that it's really good.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard good things.
So you would say Harry Styles could do it? Because I agree. I think
yeah.
he's the only one that I've mentioned that could do it. And now I've got another quick little list of did they do it? Because I was making this list, I'm like, okay, Harry Styles has done some acting. So is Nick Jonas and all that. And then I happened upon Lady Gaga, and I thought,
ooh,
you know what? I think she's in a different category than those.
Yeah.
Because she's already done House of Gucci. She's already done A Star is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Has she become the next Will Smith in terms of...
Oh, okay.
You're a superstar now?
I mean, I don't know if she's become the next Will Smith. I mean, Will Smith doesn't do music he doesn't...
Academy Award winner,
She's in
Lady Gaga.
Was that Was that for acting or was that for music?
The song from A Star Is Born.
Okay. Like, I don't know if she's on the Will Smith level, but I do think, yes, she's making it.
Well,
she is there.
Well, okay, let's hit the highlights here and say who has gotten closest to Will Smith, because Justin Timberlake, I believe, is also in that category.
Oof.
Yeah, you're
okay.
oofing. Okay.
I'm oofing only because Bad Teacher. I just can't unsee that scene.
Lady Gaga, higher or lower than Timberlake? Higher. Okay. Rihanna. She had the Battleship movie. She had Ocean's
Lady
8.
Gaga's higher. Like, let's be honest.
Ludacris, all the Fast and the Furious movies.
No, I
think in terms of gross profit, he's probably done the best.
Yes.
But
Luda, I like him as an actor. I don't
better
hate
or worse
it.
than Lady Gaga?
I don't know. I might be Lady Gaga.
Okay. Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. Is that a twofer? We just call them the same thing?
Tim McGraw's done a lot more than Faith Hill. They're doing that spin-off for
They already did it.
Yellowstone.
1883, baby.
Yeah. They've done the spin-off for Yellowstone. So I don't know, but I still think Lady Gaga. Ooh, maybe she is. I don't know.
How about...
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's in the same era as Will Smith, so it doesn't count, I think. But J-Lo?
Oh, J-Lo's huge. I think
J-Lo's huge.
I think she is on the same level as Will Smith. Yes, okay. I agree.
So Harry Styles, the future Will Smith. J-Lo, the already been a Will Smith.
Yeah.
The Lady Gaga. You almost were a Will Smith.
Yes. Yeah.
There's our rankings.
Yeah.
Okay, done. Let's continue on.
Okay, so after he loses his job, they move back to Jersey and they move in with Ollie's dad. With the baby, with Gertie. And okay, so the scene where Ollie talks to Gertie about her mom and says that he's going to turn it around and be a better dad, that's my best scene.
Yeah, I mean, that was
very, very touching.
We had to have that moment where Ollie comes to terms with the fact that he's been horrible and shitty.
Yeah.
And we had it. He kind of has this heart-to-heart in the crib with Gertie.
Yeah, it's really cute.
And you kind of forget, because Ben Affleck does the asshole character so well, that he's like, I just miss your mommy so much and I've been grieving. And it gives the character a little bit of depth, I think.
Yeah.
And understanding.
And just character development, right? Like you can see him growing up and taking responsibility for what's in front of him. And I thought it was really touching.
And at this point, do we just jump right ahead 7 years?
Yeah, so they do. It kind of says like Gertie at age 7. And so the rest of the movie is at this age. So Gertie's now 7. It's 7 years in the future.
She's going to school. Yeah. Ollie has become a city street sweeper.
Yes.
He works with his dad. He's got one of those classic, hey, you know what? It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills and it's got a roof over the head and it gets my kid. It's sustaining the family. Ollie has gone from being the hotshot media publicist to I'm just here to sustain the family and raise my daughter. Mm-hmm. And they do have this really beautiful relationship. She gets off school. She gets into his street sweeper. Did you notice the sneaky, most fascinating quote in this movie?
I did.
What am I talking about?
The Batman quote.
Ben Affleck, who has now played Batman something like 10 years after this movie came out, Ben Affleck was Batman.
Right.
He didn't know he would be Batman at the time, and he makes the joke to Gertie, let's get in the Batmobile. He calls the city street sweeper a Batmobile.
And I mean, I would. Like, it just looks exactly the same.
Oh, the spitting image of a Batmobile. Yeah. But little did we know we had a real-life Batman in this movie.
I know,
Who knew?
Like the foreshadowing that we had no idea about. It's just wild.
Do you think Ben Affleck cut this movie, he watched it, and he's like, oh my God, I should become Batman.
Oh my God. You know what? There's been so many Batmans
Where's
while we've grown up, I just don't even know what to think.
You're right, because I'm doing the Christian Bale Batman voice.
Which is my favorite Batman.
George Clooney was a Batman. Yeah. Val Kilmer was a Batman. Yeah. Michael Keaton was a Batman.
Yeah. And we had Frost and Poison Ivy trying to save the world against climate change. Freeze everything. And
was that actually what they were doing in that movie? Holy shit. That would be hilarious. That would become like must-watch TV in like classrooms. We'd be like, all right, guys, Sit down and watch Batman. I know it's a superhero thing, but there's also important theories about climate change.
Yes, and watch as
here.
Batman stops Poison Ivy and Frost against climate change. Does climate change exist?
Oh my god. Because Mr. Freeze is like, I'm going to blanket
Mr.
this
Freeze.
world.
Mr. Freeze, not Frost. I don't know why I thought Frost, but Mr.
Have you been calling him Frost this whole time? I didn't even notice.
Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy, yes, yeah.
So I want to backtrack really quick, just because Ollie got fired in a pretty amazing way.
He did, yeah.
I have for you the best getting fired stories.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, this is great.
That I stole off Reddit. Here we go. First one. I called in sick to McDonald's and was told if I didn't come in, I was fired.
Okay.
I wonder if this was before or after the pandemic, because I feel like if anybody called in sick now, it's like, stay home.
Yeah, please stay home.
Please. This McDonald's was like, nope, don't stay home. Come on in. When this person said that was unfair, I've got a stomach flu, the manager held the person to it. He went in, got fired for throwing up all over the frying burgers.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
How?
Oh, that's so gross. I hope they didn't use them.
Well, so then he goes on to say the store was shut down for an entire day.
No. So yeah, probably because it's spread everywhere.
I don't get why you fire the person over that. Like,
well, yeah,
you called in
make
sick,
them come in.
then you puke all over everything. You know what? You're fired. You're out of here. I told you.
Horrible managing.
Next one, this person says, I used to work in a shop building designing pet furniture.
I'm so intrigued.
I know you are, because you buy the most absurd things for our dog, Frankie.
Okay, no, I don't. What's absurd that I buy?
Frankie has 2 dog beds and sleeps on our own human bed and used to sleep on our spare human bed. Frankie has 4 beds.
That's practical. No, she doesn't have. She doesn't have 4 beds now. She has 3. She has 1 dog bed upstairs, one dog bed on the main floor, and then our bed. So,
right, she sleeps on our bed.
Like, not at night.
Which is redundant, because she has her own beds.
Yeah, but, one dog can never have too many beds.
I don't have that many beds. I own the house. I live here.
You just need 1 bed. That's all you need.
So back to this story. This person says, I used to work in a shop building, designing pet furniture, and we were short on labor, so we started hiring off the street.
Okay.
We ended up getting an application for, this person says, a rather, quote-unquote, large male. Okay. With a decent-looking resume for the position. 2 hours into his first shift, he decides that he has been standing for too long.
Oh, no.
So he sits down cross-legged on the warehouse floor and continues to work. To top it off, he starts barking at the other employees to fetch him tools and supply.
I like how that's like it's pet furniture, and you're talking about barking.
You're stuck on the pet thing, hey?
To fetch him things, get it? Like, I think that's like they did that on purpose.
So my boss ends up walking into the shop only to see this 300-pound-plus guy sitting on the floor, yelling orders at normal standing workers. This isn't a story of the writer getting fired. It's that dude getting fired.
Well, no kidding.
He got fired.
Yeah, I would definitely have fired him, too, for doing nothing and barking orders.
And the last story, I think you'll like this one. This person says, I worked at Blockbuster. They gave free rentals to employees because they wanted you to be able to talk with customers about the movies.
Oh, that's a great perk. Okay, I like that.
This person says that it wasn't a good perk. So they go on to say, but if you return a rental late, that's a write-up. And 3 write-ups is a termination.
Oh, my God.
This person despises most movies, and they just rented out stuff out of boredom of what their roommates requested.
What? Maybe that's not the right place for them to work.
Yeah, probably not a good career choice to be working at Blockbuster.
Not.
So this person was on their second write-up.
Oh, my God.
And had a family emergency.
Oh, no.
When their copy of the Goofy movie was due. This person got fired because they did not return the Goofy movie to the Blockbuster they worked at.
I feel like they also should probably not work at a library.
Just anywhere you got to check in and out things.
Yeah, things that have a due date. So, yeah, anything school related as well. Okay, so Gertie gets home from school that day and she asks to go see the play Cats in New York. And, everything that I've heard about the play Cats is just not great. Like, I have heard nothing but terrible things about the play Cats.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And that live action Cats just came out and it just felt weird.
Right, I didn't see it.
James Corden as this chubby cat and you got Jason Derulo, and did it feel like we sexualized cats a little bit in that movie?
A little bit. maybe. Yeah. I mean, all I saw was the trailers and like the extended trailer. And yeah, even that I was like, oh, cringe.
Any movie
Ick.
where you make the animals way too good looking is weird, guys.
Yes,
okay?
totally. Oh my God. Okay.
That's not okay.
No, it's not. So they settle on Sweeney Todd.
Here, can we go see this show?
Sweeney Todd? You know that this is a lot of singing, right?
Still play.
Okay, I'm just checking, because, you know, your dad one time lost a bet with someone at his work, and he had to go see a singing play done by people on roller skates.
Cool.
Your dad didn't think so.
Were you aware of what it was?
I 100%
Okay,
was.
I knew as well.
Yes.
It's about like a
Tim
barber who
Burton
murders
did-
people, right?
yeah,
he did
yes,
the remake
he did
with
the remake.
Johnny Depp.
Yes. So, I mean, I knew what they were getting into, but Ollie didn't. Ollie had no idea what he had signed up for.
And neither did Gertie.
No, not a play to bring your kid to. So that night they go and rent a movie. And honestly, like, I miss movie stores. Like, I really do.
That Blockbuster video story about the Goofy movie, you know
and I loved the Goofy movie. But
I saw this meme that's like, why do millennials love pizza so much? And it's all these shots from different cartoons of how they made pizza look when we were kids. The Goofy
delicious.
movie,
So good.
I vividly
right?
remember what the pizza
Yes.
looked like in that movie.
So do I. And
it looked so good.
It was delicious.
Why can't I have that pizza? Where
I
does
don't
that
know.
pizza exist?
I have no idea, but we
Please.
need to find it.
Oh my god.
So Gertie wants to rent Dirty Dancing, and Ollie actually says that it's below Cats, which I don't think so, and I don't agree with.
Completely disagree. Yeah, Dirty
Well,
Dancing
yeah.
is a pinnacle movie.
Yes, I mean, it has your Kevin Bacon in it, so
Dirty Dancing has Kevin Bacon?
never mind.
Sarah, did you complete?
I did.
Oh my god.
I did, because that's how much I don't like Kevin Bacon.
Did you confuse Patrick Swayze with Kevin Bacon and Dirty Dancing with Footloose?
I did.
At Romcom
Just
Rewind on
briefly,
Instagram, we're
just
going to be
briefly.
holding open auditions for a new opening in the
my God.
in the podcast.
I had a brain fart, okay? I can't believe I actually did that. And I wrote it in my notes, too. Like, it is there.
That she wanted to rent Dirty Dancing? Or that...
And
Dirty-
Kevin Bacon
and Kevin
is in
Bacon.
there. Kevin Bacon, right here. Oh, God, Sarah, that was bad. Oof, oof, oof.
So while Gertie is off picking whatever she wants,
Yes.
Ollie Trinky has not had love in a long time, so he finds love in the form of pornographic materials from the video store.
Yeah.
And enter...
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Liv Tyler
Yes.
is the cashier
As Maya.
at this video store.
Hmm.
And she takes exception to the fact that Ollie is here with his daughter and he is trying to discreetly rent pornographic material. And she makes a few comments like, oh, like, does her mother know that you're doing this? And Ollie's like, well, no, like he's trying to play it off.
Yeah.
And then eventually Gertie comes up and Maya starts chatting with Gertie. And Maya finds out that, well, my mom died
Yeah.
in childbirth. So that's why she doesn't exist. And that's why Ollie is renting some porn. Maya, you're a horrible human being.
And so later that, and I mean, Maya feels awful about it, but she shows up at their house to apologize and then to ask him out as well. But do you find this creepy that, like, she sought out their address?
Super creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Maya just shows up at his doorstep
Yeah.
and is like, I'm so sorry for how I acted. And she asks to, like, take him out for
Yes.
brunch or dinner or whatever.
Yeah, at a
it
diner.
was a little weird. Like, the whole pacing with the love story with Maya doesn't totally make sense all the time to me.
No, it doesn't.
It's the only part of this movie that I feel is weird.
Which is funny because that's what would make it the rom-com, right? Is Maya's.
Did Armageddon come after this movie?
Before.
Yes. So we saw Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck
together.
And Kevin Smith is like, I can smack those two together again, and we're gonna see fireworks.
Well, definitely, because I think everybody who loved Armageddon loved, you know, like, it was a really sad movie. Oh my God. So, like, everybody.
I don't wanna close my eyes.
Honestly, that when I hear that song, I think of Armageddon.
I don't want
like. Okay, but do you find that, and I don't know, you'd have to go back and listen to it, but I also find in this scene especially, Liv Tyler sounds like Renee Zellweger.
Her voice gets very breathy sometimes.
Yes, it does. And I'm just like, if I close my eyes, I could...
sounds like a bird cooing.
A little bird. A little bird.
But yeah, it's so soft-spoken. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, and I think it's trying to be sultry a little bit, but I don't know if it's really doing that. But anyway, so they go on their diner date, and Maya asks him all these questions, one of which was the last time he had sex, and it was 7 years ago. So Maya decides that he needs to get laid and convinces him to go back to his place so that they can have sex, and that his wife would want him to, which I think is ridiculous, but it's a funny add-in.
I love how you're blowing through the most hilariously weird part of this movie.
Okay, well,
and I
go.
love it. No,
Okay.
Because I was just like, all right, this is all strange.
Well, it was just
keep
such a weird... Anyway, so Gertie comes home from school and catches them in the shower because she goes back to flush the toilet. And of course, it turns the water scalding hot. She then sits them down and asks Maya's intentions and if she plans on marrying him, because only married girls and boys can show their parts to each other. And then she negotiates, smart little girl, to get free movie rentals and to do the Sweeney Todd play for her class project.
Which is not the best play, but
No.
we're gonna move on because that's the finale of our movie. Anyway,
It is. And honestly, good negotiating skills from Gertie. I love it. As we mentioned before, Ollie works as a street cleaner, a street sweeper, and they have to shut down part of a road as part of their job. And of course, his dad, who he works with, is like, oh my gosh, like taxpayers, like everybody's going to be freaking out. And he's like, no, like this won't actually happen. It's like one small part of the road. No.
have you listening, or you, Sarah, has anybody ever like read the meeting minutes or watched, like sometimes our city council, like they do a video of the council meeting so you can sit there and watch your city council at work.
Right.
Have you ever?
No, it's boring.
Oh my God, Sarah, boring is not even the...
It's like watching paint dry.
It is. It's so boring.
Yeah.
People love the sound of their own voice, and they
yeah.
go into municipal politics.
I was going to say, yeah.
Like the actual politicians, sure, maybe they have some skill. These people, it's like you're just saying words for the sake of saying words, and that's kind of what this meeting ended up being. It was just words. And Ollie Trinky gets up there on stage because, remember, he used to be a slinger of bullshit as a media publicist.
Slinger of bullshit. I like that a lot.
And he goes up there and he slings it. He slings it with the best of them, Sarah.
There's shit everywhere.
And they're all over the walls, everywhere. This street, there's shit everywhere on this street, okay? He lied to the taxpayers. He lied his way into their good books, and he refueled that fire in his heart.
Did he ever?
This is what I need to be doing. I need to be slinging bullshit at people.
Yes. So he gets the confidence to go and see his old assistant, Arthur, and asks him for help to see if he can get him a new job at his new firm that he works at. Arthur says yes, he's going to talk to his boss and give him a call later. So later that night, Ollie gets a call from Arthur, and Arthur has convinced his boss to give Ollie a shot, except it's the exact same night as his daughter's play,
dun, dun, dun.
Sweeney Todd. And he wouldn't be able to do both. He wouldn't be able to go to New York for his appointment with Arthur's boss at 4 and then be able to make it back to New Jersey for Gertie's play. So he basically has to choose.
I don't want to be around you. I don't even want you to come to the show to watch it either.
Oh, come on.
I don't. You're not allowed to come because I don't even like you anymore.
Get back here, young lady. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Ollie ends up saying some really terrible things to his daughter, basically saying that, you know, he wishes that in essence that she was never born because, you know,
she ruined his life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a few days later, Ollie goes to see Gertie in her bedroom when she's sleeping, and they make up, and, you know, he says, I might be able to make it to your play in time. And she says, I won't be mad, Daddy, if you don't make it. Which, like, I'm annoyed about because he shouldn't be doing the interview. He should be going to the play. Like, he should just know that.
Well, we as the audience are well aware. Dodoy, that's exactly what you need to be doing.
Dodoy.
But we need to have that learning curve arc of him putting that life behind him. I'm foreshadowing a little bit because he goes to New York City.
Yes.
He walks into the office.
Yeah.
He's feeling like $1 million. He's about to interview with the president of the company.
Yeah.
And they say, listen, they're just finishing up 10, 15 minutes. Why don't you take a seat over here? Ollie sits down, and who sits down next to him moments later?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. The former Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, now turned solid movie actor, and really, in essence,
yes,
the reason why Ollie's career fell down the toilet because he made all those comments about Will Smith 7 years prior.
Yeah, and it's like a full circle moment, I think, because they have a really deep conversation about how kids are the best thing and that Will would much rather be with his kids instead of at work.
Yeah, my middle one, my son, every time I walk out of the house in the morning, he says, Daddy, how far you love me?
You get to spend time with him on the set, though, right?
Oh, yeah, but if I was a smart man, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'd be at home playing in the dirt with my kids.
I think it's more profound that it's with Will Smith.
Yes.
And Ollie obviously had a very low opinion of him. And then Will is like, yeah, like, I'm just a family man who's good at acting and wants to pay the bills for the kids.
Yeah.
And Ollie's like, yeah, like, that's what I want to be too. I can pay the bills just fine as a city sweeper, and I can be with my daughter. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to go, and he races back to New Jersey to try and make it for this play.
Yeah, and this was actually, like, almost my best scene.
Oh, the play was my best scene.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay. Oh, the play was your best scene. Sorry, I was going to say the conversation with Will Smith was almost my best scene. I just really liked the dialogue, the monologue. Like, I liked the dialogues in this between the characters in this movie. I thought they were really good.
Well, this was like pure Will Smith. I think Will Smith in his original form, Men in Black 1, Wild Wild West, that's when we really loved Will Smith.
Okay.
He started doing some, like, what's that one he did with his son? That was
I thought you were
going
to talk about the slap.
Oh, yeah. Well, the slap has just...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we've gone into weird depths with Will Smith. I don't know what realm in acting he is living in right now. I don't know if anybody has ever gone to this place that Will Smith is in, because he was like this massive movie star, and then he had a few duds. We didn't know if we liked him, but like some people did, some people didn't. And he just slaps the out of Chris Rock at an awards show. Like, what?
Yeah, that was...
Where did this...
Way too much.
And now I don't know how to feel about anything.
I know. Agreed.
Like, I genuinely don't know how to feel about him.
Yeah. Was everything Ollie said about him originally right? Like, I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Was this movie a foreshadowing of Chris Rock getting slapped 16 years later?
And Batman. I mean, who knew? Who knew?
We got to do a deep dive through this movie. What else did we see in this movie?
It's so, like, yeah.
He races back for the Sweeney Todd musical. Maybe that was foreshadowing the Sweeney Todd movie with Johnny Depp. Who knows? It's the Grandpa Bart and the two friends from the bar who are like pitching in to help out with the Sweeney Todd production.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned them yet, but like Bart's two best friends are just like part of the family.
Yes.
Kind of strange.
They're so funny.
And then Maya is also a big part of the play. Was I the only one who thought this never happens, right? There's never a school play where it's like, but you're doing the play with the parents. Did you ever have to do a play with your parents?
No, I never, ever did.
I.
Yeah, no, that wasn't actually a thing. And everybody else in her class does
Cats.
I think it's called Memories, and it's a song in Cats or something like that. Anyway, it's absurd.
Everybody's dressed up as cats.
Absurd.
Still weird.
Yes.
Gertie's doing Sweeney Todd. Certainly original.
Absolutely.
It's not weird in the same way, but it's definitely still weird because she's like murdering people.
Yeah.
But during the big finale of the musical, who jumps on stage instead of her Grandpa Bart? It is Ollie. He made it back for the play.
Yay.
Oh, we feel so good about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She's super, super happy about it. And after the play, they go to the bar that Ollie's dad and his friends hang out at. And the ending is so nice because Ollie is originally dancing with Maya, and they're doing their, they're hanging out. They're together now.
Maya, can I dance with my dad now?
Oh, if you must. Don't let him go, though, Gert. He's one of a kind.
And that's how it ends, the two of them dancing, because that was really, what the movie was about. It was about their relationship, and I really thought that was special.
That's right. I thought it could have ended a little bit differently. Shout out, though, to, I think, the most emotional line from this last scene was Ollie's dad, Bart.
Stop moving away.
Come on, Dad. Don't you want to live alone again?
Not as much as I don't want to die alone.
I thought that was so... yeah, I know.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
Hits you in the feels, especially because that comedian, George Carlin, has since passed away, by the way. So,
oh,
yeah.
Really? Oh, no.
Oh, but his stand-up is spectacular. I encourage anybody who doesn't know who that guy is. George Carlin is amazing. And his stand-up is the type that, like...
I had no idea.
It's like 20 years old, but it still holds up. It's still fantastic.
Cool. I'm going to check it out.
Very, very good. Before we jump into quick facts... Can we talk about this actress who plays Gertie?
Yes, we can.
So Raquel Castro is young Gertie, or is Gertie.
Yeah.
If you put a gun to my head and said, would she have a fantastic career starting off with this movie? I would say absolutely. She's going to be huge. She's going to be the next...
Agreed.
She's going to be the next child star turned
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Big deal.
Yes.
Drew Barrymore, all those type of... Honestly, she hasn't done much, guys.
No, I know.
If you look her up, like, she's trying to get a singing career off the ground, but, like, she was recently a contestant on The Voice.
Which is wild.
She was also on Songland.
I have no idea what
which I think is another songwriting competition series sort of thing.
Okay.
She's done, like, she did the new Carmen Sandiego theme song for the new Netflix original series.
Oh, interesting.
But for all intents and purposes, friggin', like, not much.
Yeah.
Not much is happening with Raquel Castro.
Which is crazy because she was such a good little actress in this movie. Like, I could have seen big things for her.
She was fantastic.
She
Because
was.
sometimes you watch a child actor and you're like, this kid sucks, but the movie's not bad.
So awkward sometimes. Kids are so awkward.
So awkward. This one, I actually think she was set up to be like, she won an award, actually. She won Young Artist Award for Best Performance in a Feature Film, Young Actress, age 10 or younger. That happened.
Wow.
So I thought you and I could go back and forth on kind of like a where are they now child actors.
Ooh, okay.
Who, like, you know exactly who we're talking about. What have they done recently?
Right.
With an emphasis on, like, I thought they'd do big things and they didn't, I guess.
Okay, so I thought Mara Wilson would go and do big things. Matilda,
Oh.
Miss Doubtfire.
Again, she was fantastic in those movies.
Phenomenal. Yes.
Like,
yeah.
child acting aside, she was a good actress in general.
Yeah, and you know what? She literally does not want to act. She doesn't want to be in Hollywood. She just doesn't have a desire to do that and thinks that it's just not for her. It's not a positive environment.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
I've got Dante Basco as my first.
Okay.
He is Rufio, leader of the Lost Boys from Hook.
Yes, I do.
The feathered hair and everything.
Him. Yes. Yeah.
He has gone on to have a very strange and unique career that I think we should just talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because, like, he has actually been fairly successful. He had guest acting roles in, like, Moesha and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, stuff like that. He's the voice of one of the characters in Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh, wow.
Which is, like, an extremely popular series.
That is, yes.
But also he's big on Twitch. Like, he streams himself playing video games on Twitch.
You can make so much money doing that.
And you can make so much money.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
So this isn't like his career went down the toilet. It's kind of like it went in a way that I didn't think.
Right. Like, he found where the money is, though.
He's still doing well. Like,
yeah.
he voiced characters in a bunch of video games and stuff. Yeah, like, he's doing all right.
Yeah, you know what? Voicing in video games, I think, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's super neat. I like that.
I've been the voice in, like, one video game.
Yes, you have.
Because I do a little bit of voice acting on the side. Not so much anymore. It's genuinely a drug dealer simulator game.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
I know. I love it.
You as the character are a drug dealer. And I, as not Devin, as somebody else, I'm also a drug dealer. And I'm somebody who you meet at some point in the video game. I haven't even played this video game. I just know I'm a drug dealer somewhere in the drug dealer simulator game. Who you got?
I mean, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah.
Home Alone. I mean, he went down a dark path for a little bit, I would say. I think he's turned it around, but he's not acting.
He's definitely turned it around now. I think he's at the point where he might dabble back into acting, but like, because like he's done like some YouTube videos that are produced very nicely and stuff like that. So, okay, the next one I have is Patrick Renna.
Okay.
You know him from, he was kind of the chubby kid in a lot of like 90s movies, like The Sandlot. Remember The Sandlot?
Okay, I know exactly who
he was like the chubby redhead kid with the freckles. He was also in The Big Green.
Blue eyes. Oh, yeah. I love The Big Green.
The Big Green, yeah. He was the kid from The Big Green. It's funny. He went on to do not much, but like, yeah, like most of it is in the 90s and literally early 2000s. From like 06 until now, he's had maybe 4 or 5 roles. But I think he made a lot of money as a kid actor back in the 90s and 2000. Like The Big Green, I hope he got paid for that. He's literally on the cover of the movie. He is the big...
Yeah. Okay, so I have Haley Joel Osment. You will know him from The Sixth Sense.
Oh, that kid from The Sixth Sense for sure.
That
I see dead people.
Yes, but you could see a big career for him.
For sure.
Like,
that movie
holy
was
mackerel.
massive.
It was huge. So he's still a working actor today, but he didn't reach stardom like everybody thought he would.
The next one I have is Bug Hall from The Little Rascals. He was Alfalfa in The Little Rascals.
Yes. Oh my God, his name's Bug.
His first name's Bug,
Stop
yeah.
it.
Which is perfect for a child actor from the 90s in a movie like Little Rascals. He's gone on to be like an on and off actor in Hollywood, but he has since decided not to work in Hollywood anymore. As of like 2 years ago.
Okay.
He's out of Hollywood.
Okay.
He now owns a farm in like the randomest place like Iowa or somewhere really strange. And they've interviewed him saying like, hey, like, what are you doing? He's like, I've decided to move on to a life of poverty.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's a joke or not, or if he actually needs money. It's kind of like the way he says it is very strange.
As I'm laughing because like what an odd thing to move on to, but I'm like, oh, should I not laugh?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if we should laugh or not because I think he did say it jokingly, but I don't know for sure if he said it jokingly.
Interesting.
He lives on a farm.
Okay, well, he lives on a farm. That's
Somewhere
fine.
random. Wyoming, maybe.
Okay.
Could be.
My last one is Taylor Momsen. She starred in Gossip Girl as Dan's kid sister.
Okay.
She has not made an on-screen debut since Gossip Girl. She ended up leaving near the end of Gossip Girl. There was a few seasons left. She just did not want to be on screen anymore. And she's in the band The Pretty Reckless. So, I mean, I think they're pretty popular.
The Pretty Reckless are actually like
a thing. I've never... Yeah, they're a band. Like, she's been in the band for
So, sorry,
forever.
She went from like one of the kids in Gossip Girl?
Yes.
To like, now I'm in a band.
Yeah.
Called The Pretty Reckless.
The Pretty Reckless, yeah.
My last one is Devin Rattray. Buzz McAllister.
Oh.
You're doing Kevin
Home
McAllister.
Alone.
I'm doing Buzz McAllister.
Oh my God, yeah. What happened to him?
Buzz. Not much.
Okay.
He is pretty much known for the Home Alone franchise.
Oh, buddy.
He was in Nebraska though. He's been in a few things. Like his career hasn't totally dropped off.
Right. Nebraska's, is it a movie or like are you talking about the place? Sorry, I had to ask.
It lives in Nebraska. No, it was a 2013 comedy drama.
Oh.
I think it was up for some awards though.
Oh, cool.
Buzz McAllister was in it. But like he hasn't been in anything that you're like, "Oh my God, what a massive movie." And that's the kid from Home Alone. It's like all this random shit. Like he was in Hustlers. He was in
What?
Yeah, he was
Really?
in R.I.P.D. You remember that? Everybody hated it.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Rest in Peace Department. I
just
think
about
they were
to
like
say.
killing ghosts.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that you're like, oh, that's what Buzz McAllister's doing now.
Interesting.
Just
Well,
one
more than
random-
Macaulay Culkin, so
Yeah,
there
true.
you go.
True. Yeah. And now are we on to quick facts?
Quick facts. The film takes place from December 1994 to November 2003 and is based on writer and director Kevin Smith's experiences as a father. This is the first film written and directed by Kevin Smith in which he did not appear. Following the failure of Gigli in 2003, Miramax removed all images of Jennifer Lopez from all promotional spots out of fear that people would think it was just another Ben Affleck Jennifer Lopez vehicle. The release date for Jersey Girl was pushed back from autumn 2003 to early 2004 due to Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King coming out and the studio's attempt to play down the presence of Jennifer Lopez's character, Gertrude, in the movie, which included a public revelation about her character's fate.
So they told the public she dies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
After Armageddon in 1998, this is the second film in which Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck play a couple.
And you said they pushed it back because of a Lord of the Rings movie. So
Yes,
this
as
also
well.
released close to when she was playing in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly. When Liv
Wow.
Tyler was in it, yeah.
Wild.
Mm-hmm. A special premiere was held at Paulsboro High School, where several scenes in the movie were filmed. Smith liked the town so much, and the town liked him. A street leading out of the school was named Kevin Smith Way. One of the rooms of the house has a wall of framed black and white photographs. Some of these are young photos of George Carlin, most noticeably a bust shot of him dressed for the Air Force, which he had joined at the age of 18. When the script was first written, it was a number from Cats that Gertie was to perform at her school play, but the show closed before filming started. It was replaced with a number from Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Ben Affleck's character's name comes from the first name of the popular DC superhero Oliver, or Ollie, Queen, aka Green Arrow. Kevin Smith wrote 15 issues of Green Arrow just prior to working on this film. Jason Mewes was originally intended to play Arthur Bankman, but his problems with substance abuse caused him to drop out. Jason Lee also auditioned for the role, which ultimately went to Jason Biggs.
It's a lot of Jason.
There was.
That's
I
weird.
actually had to like triple check when I was reading it. The film's DVD release was promoted with a tongue-in-cheek commercial in which Kevin Smith begs people to buy his DVDs so that he has enough money to keep his sexy wife happy. Kevin Smith originally wanted to include some clips from Jaws for a scene where Ollie explains the birds and the bees to his daughter, but Steven Spielberg denied Smith's permission. Scenes were filmed at the New Berlin Diner in Berlin, New Jersey. Thousands flocked to catch a glimpse of the stars. There is still, as of March 2007, a display of the photographs on the wall. Production halted until summer 2002 due to Ben Affleck's work on Daredevil in 2003.
Oh my God, he was just swinging at the ground. Hey, Geely comes out. This was box office didn't do too well. I quite liked it, but like Geely, Daredevil.
I know.
Oh, poor guy.
Angelotti's, the firm where Ollie Trinke gets an interview near the end of the film, is Kevin Smith's own publicist. Originally, Bruce Willis was to be the star. Ollie badmouthed when it was set in the late 80s, but a deal with Willis couldn't be secured. Joey Lauren Adams was originally considered for the part of Gertrude Steiny, but Kevin Smith thought that pairing her with Ben Affleck again would make the film look too similar to Chasing Amy from 1997, so they went with Jennifer Lopez. Kevin Smith says that it was his wife who suggested to cast Jennifer Lopez alongside Ben Affleck since she had seen Lopez in The Wedding Planner from 2001. Affleck had already considered the same idea and sold her on the part. The first of Kevin Smith's films to be rated PG-13 in the US, although it was initially rated R until they appealed it. Jason Biggs is the only major cast member that hails from New Jersey, and all his scenes take place in New York City. In the second video store scene, Ollie is standing next to a copy of Shakespeare in Love from 1998, in which Ben Affleck appeared. Video copies of two of Ben Affleck's other films, Good Will Hunting from 1997 and Phantoms from 1998, as well as Bounce, are visible throughout the movie store as well. One of the video cases seen at the video shop is Stealing Beauty from 1996, starring Liv Tyler, who plays Maya in this movie. Kevin Smith stated in 2013 he was working on an extended cut of this film, which he said had Jennifer Lopez's death happening around 45-minute mark. However, this cut was never released. Ollie and Gertie referred to the street sweeper as the Batmobile. Ben Affleck was later cast as Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice in 2016, as well as Suicide Squad in 2016. Also, a video cassette of Batman Forever, 1995, can be spotted in the video store that Ollie and Maya are in during one of the scenes. Will Smith and Ben Affleck would later appear in the DC Cinematic Universe, appearing in Suicide Squad together in 2016.
So is this like how The Simpsons predicted like all of the mass disasters in the planet? Like they predicted that Ben Affleck would be Batman, right?
Yeah.
All right, can we confirm?
So.
It all started with Jersey Girl.
It did. It all started here in 2004. This is the first Kevin Smith movie that does not have Jay or Silent Bob in it. There's a Star Wars reference or a quote in here. I don't know if you noticed it. When Ollie picks up Gertie from school in the street sweeper, she says to him, "Punch it, Chewie."
Yes, I noticed that. Honorable mentions.
Okay, my honorable mention is Bart, Ollie's dad. He's a rock star in this. I loved him. Also, the video store. It offered so much to the movie.
The video store in
general.
The video store. Well, as we heard in Quick Facts, it also offered a lot of Easter eggs.
It did. Unbeknownst to us.
Yeah.
Of course.
My honorable mention is Kevin Smith, the director, specifically taking shots at this movie.
Okay.
Because this movie came out, the critics didn't really love it, and Kevin Smith kind of said, listen, it's not for the critics, it's for the people. And then not many people went to go see it.
Aww.
And I think now it's kind of become a stain on his reputation a little bit.
No.
Or at least he feels that way, because I found this reference. He was doing a cameo appearance in Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Okay.
And he tells one of the characters that he cut Jennifer Lopez out of Jersey Girl, and he wanted to cut Ben Affleck out too.
Oh, wow.
And then he makes the joke, he's like, but then it would have just been that little kid.
Oh my God.
That would have been the whole movie.
Let's not replace them. Let's just cut them.
And I thought that, like, Kevin Smith is low-key, not low-key. Everybody knows that he's funny. He is funny.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't always do comedies. I think he was in the movie Catch and Release, which I think we should maybe put on the list. It's a little bit, darker and sadder, or more dramatic maybe, but it's a good watch.
Okay, let's watch it.
I think somebody has suggested Catch Me.
Absolutely, yes, it's on our watch list for sure.
What should have been?
Okay, my what should have been is that I think, Ollie giving up the publicist dream and being, at the forefront in that kind of genre of work or that career. I think there was something there instead when he went up and kind of advocated for his work and his job to close down the street, to do the work. But I think, should Ollie should have run for city council?
Stop it.
Should he have run for city council?
God.
I think so. I think a little blip into some municipal politics could be up his alley or could be in his future.
You know how I feel about municipal politics. Poor Ollie Trinky. My what should have been is, and it's the only thing I've been poking at this entire podcast. We should have just spent a little bit more time or taken a little bit more care with the love interest of Maya. Because it doesn't totally make sense.
No.
And it also, just mathematically doesn't make sense. Because we're led to believe she meets this dad at a video store. He works as a city street sweeper. She is a student at a university writing a paper on stuff.
She's 26, yeah.
He is 11 years older than her. Come on. That's not happening. Even if you are as good looking as Ben Affleck, this dude's a city street sweeper with a kid. You are a student writing a paper. There is no way that those two worlds are colliding in a romantical way.
Yeah, as quickly as they did. And they didn't, it was weird because they didn't really collide. They never sealed the deal, firstly. And they never really, I don't know. I want to know, I guess, from you guys, did you buy their love? Did you buy it? Did you buy into it?
You're going to hear how I feel about it in rewatchability.
Oh, perfect.
Which is next. So I've got chemistry as a 3 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
And 2.5 of that is just Gertie and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
The other 0.5 is those 5 minutes with J-Lo. Because I don't think there was any chemistry between Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck, which is annoying because in Armageddon we saw the chemistry.
Yes.
The chemistry happens. In this movie I didn't really feel it, but at least there was enough chemistry with other people.
To give it a, solid 3.
Storyline, 4 out of 5. Thirst factor, 2.4. Imagination, 3.7. Soundtrack, 3.4. And cheese was a 3.2 for an overall score of 3.28 out of 5, which is good. It's not amazing. It's not spectacular. But you're going to read reviews about how horrible this movie is. It's not. It's actually a pretty good watch. It's very fun.
My rewatchability is chemistry, 2.85. Storyline, 3.75. Thirst factor, 4. Imagination 3.5, soundtrack 3.5, cheese 3.5 for an overall score of 3.5.
This has been the Rom-Com Rewind of Jersey Girl. If you enjoyed listening to us, but you have a few comments, things to say, you can get at us at Rom-Com Rewind on Instagram, TikTok as well. You can email romcomrewind@gmail.com as well.
Thanks for listening.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.